Hello everybody, welcome to this session. So this is a portal frame. Now we are supposed to find out rotation at point A. That is theta A needs to be evaluated. To find out rotation at point A, we need to consider by Castiglione's method, that is theta A will be equals to dou U by dou M. So that is nothing but partial differentiation with respect to a moment. So if we consider this whole term as it is, so what will happen here is we need to introduce a dummy force wherever a rotation needs to be calculated. Now rotation needs to be calculated at point A, so we are going to introduce a rotation force at point A. Again, this is purely an assumption. So I shall introduce a moment at point A, which is nothing but rotation force at point A. So expression for u will be again integration. First term will be for 0 to 2 m square dx divided by 2ei. This is for the member from A to B. Then the next term is from 2 to 4 m square dx divided by 2ei. Then the last term will be from 0 to 4 m square dx divided by 2ei. So what this particular term is, this is for the member A to B, this is for member B to C, this is for member C to D. These are all the individual expression that we need to consider here. Now to substitute this particular term, we need to draw the free body diagram now. To draw the free body diagram, separate the element A to B, that is the column and the beam element. So when we separate here, I have introduced a dummy force now. I have not introduced any vertical force, neither horizontal force. I have introduced only the dummy force, that is dummy moment at point A. When I have introduced a dummy moment at point A, this particular dummy moment shall not be multiplied with any perpendicular distance. It is independent, because moment shall be independent. It is self-rotating force. So this particular moment that I have introduced is in the anti-clockwise direction, and the moment that will generate at this particular location shall be in the clockwise direction to keep it under equilibrium state. Again, the same moment, if I happen to check it at point C here, net moment at point C has to be 0. This is in the clockwise direction, and here it shall be in the anti-clockwise direction, which is m. 10 kilonewton is towards right hand side. Here 10 kilonewton will be towards the left hand side. Further 10 kilonewton will be applied towards the right hand side. So these are the expression that we are going to derive for this particular element, that is A to B, B to C. Now we shall substitute this particular term in the m term now. So MAB term will be m as it is, because we shall not have any perpendicular distance to multiply. Section shall start from A and it will be continuing till point C, and that is what is x here. So MBC, when I write it up now here, MBC will be a minus of 10 into x minus of 2, because this particular distance will be x minus of 2, and m is in the anti-clockwise direction. So minus of 10 into x minus of 2 minus of m. Then the last term here is MCD will be minus of m again further. So these are nothing but the expression minus of m, but 10 will also have a rotation here, which is 20 clockwise and 20 here clockwise. So minus of 10 minus of 20 will be the value for MCD. So we need to have this particular values to be substituted in the strain energy expression. When I substitute in the strain energy expression, this is 0 to 2 minus of m, that is minus of m, the whole square dx divided by 2a. This anyway minus will come out to positive because it is going to square up. Then the next expression 2 to 4 minus, if you take it common outside, it is 10 into x minus of 2 plus of m square bracket this dx divided by 2ei, and both i's are I1. Then the last expression is 0 to 4 minus of m plus 20 dx divided by ei2. This is what is the expression of the last term. We shall have the partial differentiation of this term now. So dou u by dou m, when I have the partial differentiation of dou u by dou m, so what will happen here is, first term shall come as 1. So that is nothing but the first term shall come as 1. So it will be kept as it is. Now if you keep this particular term, that is m term, dou u, that is first term, mab is m here, so minus m, so it will be kept as minus 1. So mbc, when you consider the expression is minus 10 x minus of 2 minus of m. So when you partially differentiate this, dou mbc divided by dou m, first term m does not exist, so this is minus of n again. Then the last term mcd, when you have mcd term is here, which is minus fm minus of 20. Partial differentiation of this term with respect to dou m will be minus of 1. So these are nothing but the expression that we have to be considered in the expression for rotation. So expression for rotation, that is theta a will be equals to integration dou u by dou m. So integration theta a will be equals to dou u by dou m. So first term, when I substitute here, which will be 0 to 2 minus of m. So if I write it here, this will be 2m dou m by dou m dx divided by 2ei. So 2 get directly cancelled. So for that reason, I am not writing down any expression of 2 onwards as a coefficient here. So this will be the first term, 2m dou into minus of 1 dx divided by ei1. That is what is the first expression. Then the next expression here, the next expression that I need to consider here, this is for AB. Next expression is 2 to 4. When I consider for 2 to 4, the expression of m is 2 to 4. The expression of m is minus of 10 x minus of 2 minus of m. So I should take minus term outside. If I take minus term outside, it will be minus of 10 x minus of 2 plus of m. In bracket, it is 1 minus of 1. So minus into minus will become plus. So dx divided by ei. So this is for B to C. Then the last expression is 0 to 4. So when I consider 0 to 4, the last expression is minus of m minus of 20. So this will be minus of m minus of 20. Differentiation of this, what we had is minus of m minus of 1 dx divided by ei2, ei1, ei1. So here put m is equal to 0, because in reality we don't have m. So we are going to put m is equal to 0. So when I put m is equal to 0, first term shall come as 0. Second term 2 to 4 will be kept as it is. This term, when I put it as 0, this will be minus into minus will become plus. So 10 into x minus of 2 dx divided by ei1. Then 0 to 4. And if I put m as 0 here, it will be minus of 20. Minus of 20 into minus of 1 will be plus of 20 dx divided by ei2. So this will be the expression that we are going to get. And we are going to expand this. When I expand this, 0 to 4, 10x minus of 20 dx divided by ei1 plus of 0 to 4, 20 dx divided by ei2. So integration of 10 will be x square by 2 minus of 20x 2 to 4 plus of 20x 0 to 4. So substitute the term and check out. This will be 10 into 4 square divided by 2 minus of 20 into 4 minus of 10 into 2 square divided by 2. So minus it will be multiplied with plus. So 20 into 2. Second term will be 20 into 4 minus of 20 into 0. So for substituting this whole term and get this particular value, the first term shall come as 20 divided by ei1. Then second term shall come as 80, that is 20 into 4. This is what is this part. And this whole term is here. 20 into 4 will be 80. 80 divided by ei2. So substitute these values of E and I1. So this will be 210 into 4 into 10 to the power of 7. 80 divided by 210 into 8 into 10 to the power of 7. So this term will be, after rotation, this will be 0.00714 radian. So this is what is the value of theta A after substituting the dummy term and equating it to 0. And do take care, the value of theta shall be measured in terms of radians and not in terms of degrees. Thank you. Have a nice day.